everybody, welcome back to the channel.
There was a fly.
There was no fly.
There was a thumb flying there.
Hello everybody and welcome to the series that I have been waiting a very long time to do ever since this guy first showed his face on my YouTube channel. And it is of course guiding my movie snob boyfriend through the extensive and very long MCU. Let's first start out with your knowledge. Like, what about Marvel, if anything, do you know? Which movies have you seen?
I know there's a difference between DC and Marvel.
Yes.
Okay. Marvel has Hulk. Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Spider-Man.
Of course. Which movies have you seen? I know you mentioned that you have seen Black Panther.
Yes.
And do you remember liking Black Panther?
Yeah, the two first Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire.
Okay, that's not...
Is that not Marvel?
It's a Marvel character, but it's not a part of the MCU that we will be watching.
Okay, but I thought Spider-Man was an MCU.
Yes.
And
it's a
Tobey
completely...
Maguire.
That was a separate trilogy, played by different actors, directed by different people, and the MCU was started many years later by completely different people with different actors reprising those roles.
What was the first MCU movie?
Iron Man, 2008.
When that movie came out, did they say this is an MCU movie? This is the first movie. We know that this is, or did they come back to it and say, hey, this is part of it? Because the later videos is referencing this.
Nobody really knew the extent that the MCU would kind of get to over the years, but if I recall correctly, Iron Man 1 was the first Marvel Studios creation.
Okay.
So everybody kind of knew that this was a new generation, a new birth of something. We didn't really know what at the time. Just for reference, for myself, my brother and I were obsessed with the first couple Iron Mans when they came out. What do you know about Iron Man, which is what we'll be watching today?
Okay, Iron Man, he's played by Robert Downey Jr. And it seems like he's this rich guy that I don't think he has actual powers, but his suit of armor has powers.
Well, I see no more than I thought you would already.
I'm on the internet enough to where that would come out. Also, it makes sense because it's like he's putting on a suit. Like, I've seen so many clips on the internet of it that it kind of came together.
What are your expectations for this first movie? What do you think you're gonna see?
I don't know. I feel like I've tried to get into superhero movies and it didn't fancy my movie taste. I'm a huge indie fan. I think independent films have more of a chance to tell an interesting story. And that's usually why I have not watched the MCU. Because what? It's, the superheroes blowing up stuff. Where's the story?
I was so excited to show him Marvel and attempt to get him into them, because every time I mention my obsession with any Marvel movies, he rolled his eyes, laughs at me.
There was memes involved.
There was many memes thrown my way.
Bully with memes. Oh, where the guy's like, oh my god, I got in all these new Marvel movies, and he has a stack. And he goes, where should I put them? In the trash.
Our mission throughout the series is to get this guy to admit to liking some of these movies a little bit. Even if you say that, I will view this as a success.
I'm open-minded.
You'll stay honest, but you'll be brutally so if it calls for it. Name some of the things quickly that you like, some of the media that you ingest.
So I guess you call me a snob, but I've always been really into movies. Probably my favorite production company is A24. I like Neon as well. And I truly like movies that really explore the human nature and the human mind and life overall. And you would probably finish the movie and be like, where was the action? What happened? Like, where was the, the
excitement?
The excitement, where was all that? And I don't need that in a movie.
I don't need to be leaving a movie feeling like I have a existential crisis on my hands when you made me see Men or Everything Everywhere at one time. Like, I don't need it.
Or the most recent one, we were sobbing for that.
The Whale was good. That really pulled at my heartstrings. I was crying for a long time. But I like to leave a movie and not feel like shit the rest of the day.
I think you should also watch some more A24 Neon indie movies that I guess you could say aren't the typical movies you'd watch.
Once we get into this and you actually commit to watching through all of them, because I'm not even sure you're going to be able to get through all of them, I will definitely watch some of...
Oh, and some horror. Because you don't like horror.
No.
I love horror.
Nope. I'm not watching horror movies.
All my Blumhouse fans out there.
I will watch your indie girl nonsense once in a while. I'm not watching horror movies.
Hereditary?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's gonna get him. Hereditary, Midsommar, Neon has The Lodge.
But with all that being said, let's get this thing started with Iron Man 1.
Alright, let's do the darn thing.
No necking in the movie theater.
What's that mean?
You ever seen this intro? Let's see this.
Yeah, it's a nice intro.
Already copyrighted.
Well, you have actually excellent bone structure there. I'm kind of having a hard time not looking at you now. Is that weird? Come on, it's okay, laugh.
So he's an arrogant
I have a
rich
question.
guy.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Sure you went 12. I don't want to see this on your MySpace page.
MySpace.
Please, no games.
MySpace, okay.
No, throw it up.
Get an idea of the time.
Yeah, peace. I love peace.
Yeah, 2008 is made 07, so 06, 07. Stark Industries.
That's right.
Tony Stark.
That's right.
Dean Everhart, Vanity Fair magazine. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
She's all right. Hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So
go.
legit.
You've been called the Da Vinci of our time. What do you say to that?
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't paint.
And what do you say to your other nickname, the Merchant of Death?
Da Vinci didn't
That's
want
not
to
that.
eat.
Care to lose a few with you.
Of course.
Felt that coming?
Yeah. They all do that. The reporter. The hot reporter. Nice mansion. He's mega rich.
Mm-hmm. Not a bad view.
You must be the famous Pepper Potts.
Indeed I am.
Gwyneth
All
Paltrow.
these years, Tubby still has you picking up the dry cleaning.
I do anything and everything that Mr. Stark requires, including occasionally taking out the trash.
Oh.
That be all?
That was a good one.
I love that line.
I thought with it being my plane and all, that it would just wait for me to get
Tony,
there.
I need to speak to you about a couple of things before I get you out
I
of
mean,
the
does
door.
it kind of
Is that how it works? If it's his plane?
Gotta have a fire for the Jackson Pollock in the wings. Do you want
Pretty much, but not 100%. So, he's a rich guy that has a military contract. So he gets to go with these generals to help him with new weapons.
You got it, pretty much.
Take care.
Deadly. Ooh, that's nasty. He got captured. Oof. They electrocute him? The fudge is that? It's like in his body. Oh, that's where the Iron Man thing comes from? All his power. Whoosh.
That is an electromagnet hooked up to a car battery, and it's keeping the shrapnel from entering your heart.
I'm guessing they don't like him very much. Weapons he made.
He says, "Welcome, Tony Stark, the most famous mass murderer in the history of America."
I wasn't gonna say it. So he just carry this car battery around so the metal shrapnel doesn't go to his heart, and the magnet keeps it away.
Yes. You'll notice a lot of this is actually based in real life science with some obvious deviations and hyperbole, but there's a bit. More than you might expect.
I'm guessing he's not gonna build them the bomb, but build something to blow them up so he can get out of there. We'll see, but
Steady hands.
that's my guess.
Why do you think you're still alive, huh?
Platinum ammo.
Well, there it is. Now, is this related to the original comics?
Yes. Basically, all the backstory, with very few exceptions, is very comic accurate.
Okay.
I don't know how they haven't caught on by now. He's not building a missile system.
So I was right from my earlier guess.
Yes.
Predictable. It's probably not gonna be the first predictable now. That would have been painful.
Would have felt like the chip that we ate for no reason.
Does he modify it more in the later movies?
No, I have to find out.
Yeah, that, of course. This one is the prototype or something. And the Iron Man suit is born.
Yes, sir.
Idiot.
Don't waste your life.
Oh.
Poor Jensen.
Now he's pissed. Does he have a gun? Oh, shoot. It's a flamethrower.
A little bit better than a gun. Why not?
And it flies.
I knew I would say something. Well,
Uh-oh. Ooh. This reminds me of the Iron Giant.
yeah,
He
those look kind of look similar.
explodes on the moon. I kind of like the original Iron Man suit.
Looks real handmade and rustic.
Why do I have a feeling that the guy who used to own the company, after his dad passed, before it's handed back to him, is going to become evil?
Obadiah, you're talking about?
Yeah, Obadiah. Stain.
There are two things I want to do. I want an American cheeseburger. And the other
That's enough of
is
that.
not what you think. I want you to call for a press conference now.
Call for a press conference?
Hogan,
What on
drive.
earth for?
Cheeseburger first.
Seems reasonable to me.
Nothing like a good cheeseburger. Just when you're starving.
Effective immediately, I am shutting down the weapons manufacturing business internationally. Until such a time as I can decide what the future of this company will be, what direction it should take, one that I'm
Mr. Stain didn't like that one. He saw his money and profits disappear. It's the guy who plays in The Big Lebowski,
Science project.
isn't it?
The arc was never
Never saw it.
cost-effective. We
You have
never
never
thought
seen
we'd
any movies.
Arc reactor
Seen this.
technology. That's it.
How deep is that in his chest? Ew. Oh my god. Just a cavity? I did not like any of that.
Your hand is soaked.
Destroyed. Incinerated.
You don't want to keep it?
That lovely lady you woke up with, what was his name? Was it Ivan?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
It was a gay joke.
Don't do that.
I know, I got it.
Couple minutes, you got it.
Curious who the villain's gonna be.
It's nice seeing you, Tom.
There's like 3 possible people I have.
What are your possibilities?
Him. Less likely though. That like FBI agent guy.
I'd like to open a new
Or he was part of that weird task. Obadiah Stain. Is that his name?
Just keep everything in my
One of those 3.
Working on a secret project.
Am I right?
What?
Oh. Whoa.
2.0, for lack of a better option, done
Beautiful
still on
cars.
fire safety. If you douse me again. Jarvis, you there?
That's your service, sir.
VHS up display. Check. 4-door preferences from home interface. Will do, sir.
It still doesn't have the collar yet though. They're gonna have suits like that soon.
ATC check, start loosening in on ground control.
Probably already do.
Yeah, they're gonna have soldiers literally
Jarvis.
with all that.
Some
Shit. Does he got oxygen in there? There's no oxygen up there. How's he gonna breathe?
He didn't die.
He should have.
Probably, yeah.
kill power.
Oh no, not the car. Let's say proof that what?
Proof that Tony Stark has a heart. So everyone's always calling him,
Heartless.
know who that is?
What's the world coming to? You guys gotta
I
cash.
thought it was Hugh Hefner first, but it's actually the, isn't the creator of Marvel?
I'll see you soon.
Yes. One of the many
Cameos. He's a cameo guy.
he makes cameos in these movies because he created the majority of the popular characters. Along with Jack Kirby and some others. Stan Lee.
Stan Lee. That's it. Awkward.
I would like a drink. Very dry with olives, a lot of olives.
That's why I like mine. Did he just put a $1 bill in there, or did he put...
I think it was 100.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, you got more money than that. Alright, this is the final suit, right?
Mark 3. Version 3. Looks so good.
That looks fun. Perfect timing as always. Right before. Oh. Uh-oh. What? Oh.
Training exercise, isn't that the usual BS?
It's not that simple. An unfortunate training exercise involving an F-22 Raptor.
What did he just do to him?
That's the least of your problems.
Paralyzed him.
Oh, God. Oh, bastard.
armor and the rest of it.
Your deception and lies will cost you dear. The price to kill Tony Stark has just gone up.
So,
How'd she get in there?
what are you gonna do about that? He always gets the good stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah. Now he knows.
Sponsor, we had an appointment. Did you forget about our appointment?
No, right now. Come with me. We're gonna have it right now. Yep, walk with me.
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave! With a box of scraps!
That's become a meme. The box of scraps.
This guy is something.
Breathe.
There's no way he gets out of this. Does he have a second one ready to go? Oh, the old one. Smart.
And God didn't destroy it like he wanted.
Why didn't he make a second one? I'm just saying.
Remember, he didn't want to get it into the wrong hands or share it with anyone.
It's funny how these villains always go from, they want it all. They want too much. Then all comes crashing down. It's the same story. I kind of like that suit better. I don't know what it is.
That's actually not that rare of an opinion.
Really?
People like the original.
Now why are they bringing Pepper with them?
They don't really know what they're getting themselves into.
What is Nightmare on Elm Street? Have you seen the movie? Jesus. Imagine, tired after a long day of work. Bam!
No.
Oh, he just made a huge version of the original.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna stand in my way.
That's what all the engineers were working on. They just never figured out the arc reactor, and they still haven't. He just stole Tony's.
It's like that SpongeBob meme. Look, Patrick. We saved the city. It's all on fire.
Duly noted. I see problem. Might want to look into it. I gotta get out of this thing. I'll be right there.
Oh. Took his glove off?
Yeah.
Does this happen in every superhero movie too?
What?
They're about to be defeated. They're pretty much defeated. Barely any glimmer of hope. And then there's just about to die and then just somehow they make it out of it. Kill the villain.
How do you know he's gonna make it out?
Got more movies to make. They ain't gonna kill off him.
The world of weapons.
You know I might.
I'm gonna kill you with it.
Oh my gosh. Isn't that another thing with superhero movies? Every movie there's a new villain. So this guy's dead.
Just stick to the official statement and soon this will all be behind you.
That's how they do it.
You've got
We tampered with the records before, sir. America.
From the Strategic Homeland and
just call us SHIELD.
Oh. Shield.
let's get this show on the road.
I never said you're a superhero.
Didn't? Well, good, because that would be outlandish. And
I still got some of his old ego left.
truth is,
I'm Iron Man.
I am Iron Man.
The most predictable movie.
You've
the most
seen that
predictable
already.
movie. No, I've not.
Yes,
I've
you
not.
have.
I literally have not.
You've seen that somewhere.
No, I've not. I'm not even joking. Don't not piss me off. I've not seen that.
That had never been done before. Before this, every single superhero, Batman, Spider-Man, this was the first time ever where they outright didn't have the double life superhero like alias, secret identity. That was like shocking when it happened.
I am Iron Man. You think you're the only superhero in the world? Mr. Stark, you've become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet. Who the hell are you?
Does Samuel Jackson?
Nick Fury, director of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm here to talk to you about the Avenger Initiative.
Okay, that's something.
Okay, so Iron Man 1. I, for one, love this movie. I think it's still one of Marvel's best. I think it holds up to this day. Obviously, all these years later, it's gonna be hard to like fully grasp and understand the cultural significance that it had. Yes, it did follow a lot of the tropey, superhero-y, comic book movie stuff, but
Same old story.
even though you've said otherwise, a lot of the plot points was not the standard back then for the Spider-Mans, the Batmans, other stuff that was popular. So I still love it. It's gotta be in my top 10 still, but I'm sure they're all much more curious as to what you think, so.
What do we want to start with? The pros or cons first?
Start with pros. Whatever you want, it doesn't
Well,
matter.
that's a quicker list. I did like the very end, and just my knowledge of superhero movies. I know a lot of them lead a double life, and him just deciding he's gonna just come out right then and there, right from the beginning and get-go of who he is, was interesting. And I know that's not usual, but that also probably plays into his like arrogant self, so it kind of makes sense, right?
So you're saying that part was predictable because of your read on his personality?
Yes.
Not because the
Yes.
movie, I got you.
Yeah. Again, I mean, anyone's gonna be interested in, you know, this thing blowing up and these action scenes in the city. And what else was good about the movie? I don't know. It was very 2008.
How'd you feel? Did you feel they had a genuine connection? Sometimes movies can feel a little forced.
I didn't feel it was genuine at all.
Really?
No. And I know I'm not the first to say that I don't feel like a lot of these superhero movies have genuine acting. You know, that really like the movie we saw the other night. I know completely different, but like, you're not gonna see a performance.
Yeah, but
but here's the thing. Yeah, you're not gonna see a performance like Brendan Fraser in The Whale. And I'm not saying, I know it's two completely different stories, two complete genres, but I'm just talking about the actual acting. And well, this movie doesn't call for it. Well, of course it doesn't. It's a superhero movie. You're not gonna have that intense acting that I always look for in a movie.
Yeah, but you're not. Are you conflating sad acting?
No,
with
I'm talking
just
about
quality.
I'm talking about emotional, in-depth, layered acting. Truly, wow, that was a good acting job. You're not gonna get that in this movie.
I am interested to see these comments.
It was a decent movie. It was like, okay, like 2008 Iron Man, like that's decent, that's pretty good. It had its action in there.
But you gotta give Tony a shred of credit. Even though he still has a lot of growing to do. He had a little bit of an awakening.
Oh, is this the, what do they call it? Give me a second, don't say it. The character arc.
Yes, that's right. I do think you might be pleasantly surprised by some of these that are upcoming. Probably some of my favorites that are done by the Russo brothers. They might provide...
How many MCU movies are there?
Oh god, 30 plus now?
I think I'm gonna have to give this I don't think people are gonna like this.
That's alright, I told you to be honest.
I think I'm gonna have to give this movie a 6.3.
Ouch. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this one. Let us know down in the comments which types of movies this one likes that he should make me watch and review. Up next we've got The Incredible Hulk, which should be interesting if you want early access to that one, as well as all the other videos we post on this channel. Make sure to follow us over on my Patreon. The link to that is down in the description, and we will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.
I'm excited to show you Hereditary.
Alright, well, maybe one day, we'll see.
And you don't like horror.
I'm not, is that horror? I'm not watching it if it's horror. Nope.
No, it's like a little bit. It's a good story.
You guys will let me know. Anyway, peace.